Hey guys, and welcome to episode 7 of Subnautica Below Zero. Previously, in episode 6, we had a bit of fun basically just tormenting Leviathans, as one casually does, you know? And for today, I'm going to finally progress a bit with the story and go check out the 3 Mercuries. Now, while I go do this, I did have a message from Alan during my off time, which I thought some of you might find a little bit interesting.
What happens as you are sleeping? I was being pulled from illogical world to illogical world, with you at the center of them all.
I was dreaming. The brain processes in mysterious ways when we sleep.
Does it serve a purpose? It was such disorienting and fragmented thought. Random images and sensations.
No one is completely sure what it does. There are theories, but every human dreams. Many other mammals too.
Is it enjoyable?
It can be. We can experience impossible joy, and also impossible terror in our dreams. Sometimes I can fly. Sometimes I call out to Sam and can't reach her. Sometimes I'm in my underwear, defending my doctoral thesis. It's a mixed bag.
Your biofeedback indicates that flying is the most enjoyable dream. I therefore hope you have many more of those. Mainly for my own safety.
I remember thinking when I first heard that, like, oh, how sincere. Until he says, mainly for my own safety. I thought, oh yeah, of course, of course. And by the way, I did not notice before, all these little baby vent gardens kind of floating around, which means that the big one should be somewhere nearby, I hope. Oof. Although, of course, I haven't forgotten that the last time I saw a giant vent garden, I also saw the adult chelicerates, so yeah, a little bit concerned about that. Meanwhile, so where is going to be the actual entrance what I'm after? So I'm kind of just like drifting around. Ah, right, I'm on the wrong side of it. Okay, of course. So, let's go ahead then. That, I think, was just, yeah, another cryo. Cryos are so noisy, aren't they? Like, I swear they're there just to, like, mask the sounds of other scarier creatures. And, oh, yeah, right here, of course, then. So, of course, the most important thing I've been needing to actually enter these is my laser cutter, which I have right there. I'm going to go ahead and bind that onto 4. Perfect. First of all, then, there is... I might as well pick up a bit of salvage, too. Copper wire. Perfect. I do love me some free copper wire. Right. Oh, that one's open. And battery also. Great. I also love me a free battery. Now I'm quickly realizing that I probably should have made a pathfinder, but I think we should be fine, though, to be fair. Always go the same direction. Always go right. And in this case, right means upstairs. Which, oh, leads us into here. So another laser cutter fragment. Another supply crate with some water and food. Awesome. Otherwise, actually nothing in here already. Gotta love how half the time spent in here is purely just opening those. Right. Got another battery. Nice. Got a PDA. Awesome. Gonna have a listen to that.
I can only do repairs in spurts. That's so inefficient. The larger tools seem to set off seismic activity nearby. A crew came back telling stories of gigantic worms burrowing in the ice. I don't know what they were going on about. They were hypothermic and frostbitten because they walked back to avoid angering them. The ice shelf is probably a bit unstable and they got disoriented or something. To borrow from Diana, Orion's belt thermocouplings are not meant to be worked on in 20-minute spurts. If we break the process, we'll break the ship. But it's nice to hang out with Yasmin while we wait for the rumbles to stop. I hope she doesn't mind all my questions. I love hearing her voice. Her face lights up, and she's got the most expressive eyebrows. They're practically acrobats. The way she looks when talking about nuclear engineering is the same way I look at my grandmother's domades. The woman never sits down, though. She told me that she used to do decathlon in college, and I can believe it. She's like a bouncy ball, just all over the place. She makes rounds on the ship every day to see if people need help. I should do something nice for her. She's always helping everyone else. I wish I had a fraction of her energy.
Aw, he sounds really sweet. Which reminds me, one thing that actually my husband pointed out about this is that look at the state of the Mercury. Look at just how overgrown everything here is. How long has this actually been here for, and how long has it been since anyone has heard Stefano's voice? Just a little food for thought that I thought was kind of interesting. Also, time to finally make this handy. Oh, whoops. Aha! Let's go ahead then and just move all of these out if I can. Oh, I'm a little bit rusty when it comes to the propulsion cannons. They've never really been my main thing to use. Oh, well, close enough. There's enough space made out there. Right, just quickly doink that back in and bind that back to there. By the way, I don't know if you saw, I did get the first of the processing parallel units, which I'm very, very happy with. And also, I did get like a fair bit of just free materials, such as, another copper wire, titanium ingot, batteries and power supplies, which I'm really, really happy with. The more free things of those I get, the better. Oh, and a reactor rod. Hey. Can't even make the reactor yet, but at least we've got a rod. Another parallel processing unit fragment. That's 2 out of 3. Oh, okay, but I think I've already seen everything in here. I don't think there's actually any more. A wiring kit. Okay, thank you. I'll not into that. So, when I got the first one, I thought to myself, like, oh, okay, there are 3 Mercuries, 3 processing units, but there was 2 here, so I'm wondering, like, maybe it's like an emergency backup, in case a player misses one. Or maybe there are 3 here in general. I think that the easiest way to find out is if I just go to the other 2 and just see what happens. I think it's more likely it's just a backup. Right, I had forgotten that this Mercury is actually in this biome, and can you please bugger off? Jesus. Anyway, as I was going to say, I had forgotten that the other Mercury was in this particular biome. I was thinking, like, this looks a little bit out of place. Aquarium fragment. It's been a while since I've seen one of these, and that is that one got. Awesome. I've been really looking forward to that one, and you will see why later. Right then. Here we go then. Also, even like a great big chunk up there. So let's quickly investigate this chunk first. I don't think there's anything to do here. Oh, shut up. Anyway. Yeah, I think this one's just purely, yeah, like I was saying earlier, how old must this be? It's crazy, isn't it? How long these things have all just been, wrecked here for? Right then, so what do we have in here? We've got... Oh, a tunnel. Yes, alien containment. Sweet. Fantastic, and I got that outright. Didn't have to learn anything else. Ooh.
Sol should pay me more to lead these missions. I saved the whole damn crew from destruction. Mercury 2 was nearly obliterated by an immensely powerful energy beam. I don't know any weapon system with that level of capability. The power source to get that kind of range must be, well, otherworldly. We got lucky. The energy signature is similar to some of the weaponry meant to counter pirates on mining freighters. The refraction of the beam across the atmosphere? Ryan's belt, it looked like the Northern Lights. Such power. I fired the emergency flares and dumped water from the nuclear core. I think the heat signature confused the weapons tracking for just an instant. I managed a slight evasive maneuver, and I felt the Mercury get rocked by the sonic boom as the nuclear runoff rapidly evaporated. That alone could have taken us out. Definitely asking for a pay raise. This is not what I signed up for. My days of risky missions should be behind me. But what the hell? I still got it. Even if it was luck. Hopefully, whatever didn't want us on the planet doesn't mind when we leave.
Oh man. This is every xenolinguist's dream. I was helping with the planetary scans, and there are possible unknown structures on the surface. This could set my career up for life. The images are a little degraded coming through the atmosphere, but it looks like intentional and complex architecture, which means civilization, and civilization means language. Oh, man. And now most of the crew wants to get home. I understand that, but this could be a defining discovery. I'm definitely going to put a bug in Diana's ear about going to the surface so I can take a team to explore. I desperately hope this pans out. Oh, I can't wait till we get into communication range with Sol again. Layla and the kids would love to hear this. It's rough being away from them so long, but this might just make it worth it. I'll be able to give them so much more.
No, I was happy to hear that he's so excited, bless him. Another jukebox fragment. I really need to build that at some point soon, actually. Let's see.
My instincts are never wrong. Stefanos has always been overly cautious. He hates taking risks, which I suppose is understandable when you're in the back end of the galaxy. But no risk, no reward. Elliot finds evidence of alien architecture on a completely uncharted planet, and he expects me to ignore that? Huh. Orion's belt, I would be an absolute fool. We've done some scans, and while there aren't a lot of mineral resources on this planet, there is decent biodiversity. Teams go out in the morning. There should be a significant specimen in sample haul for biopatenting, which will be split among the crew as part of the Discovery Clause. Let's see Stephanos and everyone else complain when they have a few more Sol Transgov credits in their uniform pockets. They'll learn to trust my instincts at some point.
Well, we landed safely, despite my apprehension. Diana, damned adrenaline junkie, took one of her defining risks and it paid off. Why hire me as the maintenance engineering officer if you aren't going to listen to their advice? Papa. I didn't go to school for 8 years and get 3 degrees for nothing. I tried to convince Diana that we don't need to stop for repairs. That's what the drift drive and the secondary propulsion system are for. Just a bit slower. But she's in charge, not me. On the plus side, I get to work with Yasmin. I didn't know she was such a busybody. She's been going around the whole ship giving folks a hand. I think she was getting on Diana's nerves, so she assigned Yasmin to me. She's helping me inspect and repair the thruster systems. I thought I was the most mechanically inclined person on the ship, but I think she has me beat. She can definitely teach me a thing or two, as long as I don't get too distracted by her smile. She's got the best smile.
Orion's belt, this all went sideways. How could I have known that so much would go wrong? I failed my crew. No. I don't fail. I didn't get into this position by being a failure. It's this desolate land. Frigid. Cursed. Between these tunneling creatures, and the strange sickness that a few of the crew are showing symptoms of, we have to leave at first light tomorrow. We are prepping for a rapid takeoff. We can't take chances with the vibrations drawing the tunnelers, so we're skipping the systems check. Risky. But I have faith in myself and the crew of the Mercury. Landing this thing was practically a miracle, though. But we have to get out of here. Maybe the weapon is to keep people away. But if we leave, it'll let us go. I have to leave the quarantined crew in the cave behind. We will be back for them. But we can't risk an unknown infection spreading through the Mercury. We're packing survival kits for them, but there's only enough surplus for about 2 weeks. I'm telling them that we will come back. But I don't think I can land here safely. Twice. I hate this. But I have to leave them behind. I can't risk the entirety of the Mercury.
Oh wow, so I wonder then if this was like the first case of human experiencing Kara. And I have no idea where I am right now. Alright, there's a hole, thank goodness. I got quite worried, I got a little bit lost then. Ooh, that would have been nasty. Wow.
Get off this planet. I mean, the morning started out so well. I took a team of 6 out to find the structures from the planetary scans. We were all in high spirits. I mean, who wouldn't be? These structures would be clues to another sentient race. It was highly unlikely that another colony would be out this far. We were going to be in the freaking history books. Everything was going okay. We were a few miles from the ship when our radios picked up an actual signal. It sounded like an SOS. We got overly excited naturally and decided to enter the water to follow it. That decision cost 3 lives. I mean, half my team. They got ripped to shreds by something. They died screaming, alone in the cold, dark waters. I'm not going back in that godforsaken ocean again. I refuse. Some of the animals on this planet, they look sick too. Weird pustules on the skin, oddly sluggish. I think we should leave. But Diana said we should stay. She thinks the biopatent payoffs will be worth it, but those families will never see their loved ones again. They don't care about no payoffs. We can't return the bodies. don't care about the accolades or the history books. I just want to see Layla and the kids. Ah, damn. I miss the smell of my wife's hair. The kids tackling me at the door again. That's all I want. To get out of here alive. Please.
Wow. Damn. That's a bit grim. And by the way, yes, I am lost and I am panicking about my oxygen as we continue listening to all of this.
Stefanos saved me. The Mercury attempted an emergency takeoff and everything seemed fine. I was helping the bridge crew with the emergency takeoff since the crew is, well, was short-handed because of everything. I heard the sound of metal tearing and for a split second, everything was tinged bright green and unbearably hot. Then I saw daylight and I was looking down at the ocean and ice. The strongest wind I've ever felt roared in my ears, ripping through the ship. People went flying out the side of the Mercury, so much screaming and chaos. I was lucky. I had just clipped into my sea tinker. Stefanos came out of nowhere, like a malaika, an angel. I felt his rough, calloused hand grasp mine with the gentlest of urgency. It felt like time slowed. He said, "I gotcha. Just follow me, Ella." I don't know how, but he used an emergency tether to drag me to the nuclear reactor core, the strongest bulkhead in the ship. We hit the water and everything went black. He's sleeping. I think he might have hit his head. I'm exhausted. The adrenaline has long since worn off and my body aches. I think I might have fractured the rib. I'm gonna shut my eyes for a bit.
Oh,
When I
wow.
wake up, I'll figure this out. I'll save us.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's really quite grim, actually. Damn. Okay, so a couple of those may be a little bit out of order, so I'm going to try and switch those back up when I edit the video, but otherwise, that was honestly really interesting, and it's really especially just sad just hearing how, like, for some of them, it went from, like, so hopeful, so exciting, you know, ooh, aliens, but then they start to experience a new disease, and how you can just hear, like, in some of them, especially Elliot's one, about how, you know, hope felt so lost. It's kind of sad, but it's also just really well done, and I really admire it. Okay, so I'm still going to go check out the final Mercuries. I think it's just silly not to, both in terms of lore, but also in terms of like any collectibles, anything you might unlock, such as bugger off. I did just unlock the external grow bed, the alien containment unit, and the nuclear reactor. All three things I've been really hoping for, especially the external grow bed, which I've been really needing to start planting, like gel sacks, the spiral plants as well. That's going to massively come in handy. And of course, we've got the parallel processing unit. Just have a quick look at that actually then. That requires gold, silver, and table coral sample. That is bonkers cheap. Oh, and a reinforced dive suit. Which again, synthetic fibers, providing physical protection and enhanced survival in extreme temperatures. Oh, right. Is that another lava biome I hear? I think it might just be. Right, so what do we have in here then? Already got a copper wire. Lovely, do not mind the extra copper. Let's have a look then. So in here we've got another power cell, awesome. Right, this is obviously just going to be like another parallel processing unit. I don't need to spend the time and power cutting another one of those. Another jukebox, I've really got to make that jukebox. And wait, is that it? This is really small and brief. No PDAs, no, I mean obviously it's the one right there. Am I missing a corner? No, I actually think we're done with this one. Okay, yeah. If I back up even just a little bit, you can see that this is quite clearly a very tiny little segment, so I think we are actually done here already. Right, let's go ahead then, go back, and we'll finally craft the parallel processing unit. Alright. So, first of all then, let's grab a bit of the materials actually brought in advance for this, which I think was all of that. So I'll just grab that alone for now, then I can always get up the rest later. Now then, I need...
Welcome aboard, Captain.
1 gold. Oh, whoops. Try that again. Yep, there you go. 1 gold. I need 1 silver. I need 1 table coral sample to put all that together to make the parallel processing unit. And then that is followed by the test override module, and my power is running out. Oh dear. Okay, communications tower. Let's get on then and put this in. Oh, that's a solid looking mass, isn't it?
Great. Now back to the terminal.
Alright then.
Do it. Please work.
It's off.
Yes. Satellite is down.
Ooh.
Impressive. That was most resourceful.
Hey, thanks, Alan. That was kind of neat then. Right, now I really gotta see what Margaret has to say about this. Oh, there's a phone call? Okay, that was unexpected.
All right, Altera. You win this round. Come find me at my greenhouse. I'm about 1 kilometer east of your position up on an iceberg. I have a present for you.
I'll come by if I have time.
Sure, whatever. If you have time for me in your busy social calendar.
I like it. Am I gonna get like a PDA coordinate, please? That'd be lovely. If not, then well, she says east. Okay, so I'm just gonna go straight east from here. Right. Okay then. Aha. Right. That's the lights also is pretty telling, isn't it? I think we found the correct one in the end. Oh, that took a little bit of searching. I'll tell you what. Right. Oh, look at the planet though, or the moon, whatever you want to call it. That looks awesome. Oh, that ominous green glow. Oh, what is that? Wow, whatever that is, you can see that from a mile away. Right then. Her greenhouse. Oh, wait, actually, how do I... Right, I guess the water bot, isn't it? How do I actually get up into there? Oh, there we go. Yeah, that'll give it away quite nicely, won't it? Park up here. And make my way out. Park. Oh, I wish I could do like another crazy jump scare. I swear she does like another crazy jump scare like before. Evil woman. Oh, I do like these though. These are good to grow. I'm gonna go ahead then and just grab a whole bunch of myself. Om nom nom. And keep one for later. Wait, did they give heat? They did give loads of heat. Right. Oh wow, look at that for an amazing view. What is going on with you? What are you? You're not supposed to... Okay, I guess maybe you're supposed to be on land. Wait, are you supposed to be on land? Is it supposed to flop around? Okay, interesting. Meanwhile, skeleton. Which I cannot scan. Ah yes, I suppose going up the path that goes upwards would probably be the smartest idea, wouldn't it? Let's have it. Oh, yeah, there she is. Alright then. Time to finally progress with this part of the story. I'm just expecting her to come and make out like some horrible, like dramatic entrance once again. I'm just expecting it. Oh, look at this.
Damn satellite hasn't passed by in a while. I guess that was your doing.
Sam's not the only one in the family who knew what to do with vague directions and old wire.
She was an original, that sister of yours. First time I met her, I was sure she was Altera through and through. Not a crease in her uniform. Sending those damn bird bots to spy everywhere. Then, she surprised me. Maybe a little too much.
Meaning?
If you really want to know, there's a PDA on the bench that can point you in the right direction.
Aww.
Need anything else? Don't bother me. But you can help yourself with the greenhouse. Least I can do to repay you for getting those spine pests off my back.
Okay, well that's pretty cool of her then. I can scan her.
You
Don't
can
mind
look
me.
all you want. There's more to Marguerite than any damn fangled gadget can see.
I love it. Just casually scan her. Freelance security personnel. Missing. Previously thought to be dead. Last known contact was on a recording found in another sector of 4546B, which claims that she killed a Reaper Leviathan. She is highly distrustful of authority figures, especially those tied to corporate entities. She is strong-willed and seems cold upon initial contact. Her last mission was aboard the Degassi as private security against potential pirates and scavengers, which crashed on 4546B. Oh wow, okay then. Right, let's eat a bunch of those then. Preston's plant. I mean, it'd be rude not to take some fruits. If it'll let me. Oh, there we go. What are these then? If she's growing them, they must be really good. Delightful to some. Okay, they are not that good. Fair enough then. Indoor grow bed though, always a plus. Let's see then, and a wall planter. Definitely get a bunch of these going in my base, and otherwise... Oh! Composite plant pot, I may as well have all the wonderful decoratives, of course, and a plant shelf. Yeah, you can definitely imagine, or you can definitely see that my base will be absolutely full of these later on. Marble melon. Ooh, I remember these from the previous game. Yoink. One of mine.
Alright, Marge, old girl. We hate this greenhouse. So here are some pointers to remember so we never have to do the worst parts again. Too bad you can't fight malnutrition by hunting it down and killing it. So, first thing, insulation. First few nights the soil was rock solid. Ended up having to insulate the damn place with dehydrated kelp. Adding a thermal mass helped too. Heat or barrels of water. Probably should have just eaten the damned kelp. But nope, my body was craving a salad. Wish I was just made of exosuit. Next, grow lights were a must-have. Gotta admit, I felt pretty proud of my first full crop of lettuce. Fed half of it to Preston. That snowstalker will eat practically anything. Always spits half of it out, though. Another thing we have in common. The slobbery green mess makes good compost.
His name's Preston! I love it! Preston is the, Snowstalker. They call it Snowfox then. Ah, Preston! That's such a great name, I love that.
I've already synthesized an antidote and stashed it in a cave. I can go grab it and...
That's your plan?
You don't think it'll work?
You're thinking too small. Like maybe if you're polite enough about destroying the bacteria, Altera will come around and see it your way. But do you believe in yourself or not?
I think so.
You think so? Come on. Is a bacteria a threat, or isn't it?
It is.
Does it need to be dealt with or not?
It does.
So who's right on this?
I am.
Say it like you mean it.
I am.
I said like you mean it, not like you're testifying before a rigged transgov court.
I am.
Great. Then what you gotta do is seal off the whole cave. I've got just the stuff. Made it for fishing, but it blew the whole ice shelf halfway to deep space. Vaporized all the fish.
Okay.
And you gotta hit the lab too, or there's just no point. Actually, you know what? Let me take care of that one. It'll be fun.
Okay. Well, that didn't really tell me a lot, other than that they blew up a cave and the ice shelf. I mean, you know, fair, good on them and everything, but doesn't really tell me about, you know, what to do next. And I can't talk to her again, can I? No, can I cut her? No. It'd be kind of funny they fought back if I tried doing this, but I guess not. Right, well, I guess the only real thing to do next is to go back to base. Now, saying all that, if I remember correctly, I do, yeah, right, this artifact over here appears to be on land, going by just how high up it is. So perhaps that correlates to my next plan overall, so maybe that's the place to go to next. What is this? Can I grow that? Iodine content used for chemical applications. Oh, okay. Oh! Did I just kill it? So I guess you can kill creatures in this game. Alright, well, I mean, it chased me. It deserved it. Anyway, so, as I was making my way back to base, I had a bit of a thought. And that was the fact that, so far I've had 3 hints to go to land. I've had the first hint from Alan, saying about how he could, you know, kind of visualize, like, can I find it again? He could visualize something like a cold, dark, dreary place with like curved spires that reach to the sky, something like that. So that was that one. Let's see. Yeah, no, I'm not sure whereabouts it is, but we remember having that one before. I've got, as I mentioned just a moment ago, that one, Z13. That one looks to be like really high up on land, and now she just mentioned, or Margaret just showed me a PDA, mentioning about how they bombed the cave. Again, most likely on land. So I think it is safe to say that I need to start preparing to go on land. I need things like a thermos. I'm gonna need the nice heat fruit. That'll probably come in handy. Is there like actually anything else I do have? The suit, the reinforced dive suit, that is more against heat than it is cold. So that's not really going to benefit me just yet. I may as well look into making these spicy fruit salads. That will probably like really come in handy. Otherwise, yeah, I think it's just a case of preparing for the cold. And the spy penguins. I definitely need to make sure I bring some spy penguins with me. I remember in the early access, they were like little caves, but I had no idea what the caves actually had, like these little tiny tunnels, which presumably you use those for. I never really got to use them in the end. So, yeah, I think that's the plan then. I'm going to do a bit of preparation. Also, just get like all the greenhouses and the alien containment units sorted, and then I will see you all in the next episode as we make our way, probably, to land. So, as always, thank you all so much for watching, and I really hope that you're enjoying it, and I will catch you all again next time. Cheers.